Hi there. Welcome to today's Reiki Circle meditation welcome. I'm not sure if it started filming, but perhaps it did. So welcome to today's Reiki Circle meditation, April 12th, 2020, for Spiritual Renewal. And this will be following a 1-hour meditation, which is open for all Reiki practitioners, energy workers, healers, and open to all faiths as well today, April 12th. So let me introduce myself if you don't know me. My name is Tracy Lynn. I am a Reiki Master. I have been practicing doing this spiritual practice for the past 15 years. And since the COVID-19 global pandemic, I was advised to offer guidance and some of my experience from my daily practice as service right now, to offer some kind of spiritual upliftment during this time. And I'm also a body worker, but we currently can't do it. So that is a little bit about myself and a little bit about Reiki. If you don't have any experience with Reiki, Reiki is a kind of spiritual practice that combines meditation and healing together. It offers a lot of peace and calm, which is really needed at this time. And it's not in any kind of competition with other healing modalities or other faith traditions. So I just offer this service for you today to, like I said, give you some kind of spiritual upliftment, and be open to experiencing a little bit of Reiki healing today. So how this meditation works, and I have been doing the series, which I will talk about in a little bit. It is today on Sundays at noon Pacific. You can see it live or on playback or on the YouTube channel. And then I'm also doing it Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at noon as well. I have a practice every single day, but I just would like to share that with you who's watching, for some extra needed spiritual attention at this time. So how this works is you are obviously at home, because we would like everyone to stay at home and save lives at this time. So you are at home. You're going to find a nice, comfortable seated position with your feet on the floor. Or, as I have been saying, some people listen to this before they go to sleep. So that's fine. You can just be in whatever comfortable position you are, and try to turn off any kind of phones or anything like that, so you can just enjoy this 1 hour of really needed healing. So how this works is, in the next hour, we're going to be calling in some Reiki guides and masters, and anything that you personally feel kind of spiritual comfort in any of your faith traditions or beliefs, and protection as well, which is very important. And then we're going to be doing some kind of grounding energy to connect ourselves with the spiritual energy and then the sacred earth energy. And then we'll be doing a Reiki healing treatment, light energy healing treatment on ourselves first. How this meditation works, if you haven't seen it, or Reiki in itself, is you work on yourself first. And then next, we're going to be sending Reiki to you. You get a little mini healing, and I'll explain how that works. But it's really very easy. You just sit comfortably. Excuse me, that's a reminder to do this today. To sit comfortably and be open to receiving healing, positive energy at this time for spiritual renewal. Then, as a group, collectively, those who are watching live or on playback, we'll be sending spiritual renewal and Reiki energy to those closest to you. Then next, we'll be sending, as a group, healing for those with the COVID-19 virus today with severe symptoms, and perhaps they are struggling or perhaps they are transitioning. So this is to give them some kind of spiritual support and renewal at this time. Then we'll be sending Reiki to those closest to those with the COVID-19 virus and severe symptoms, spiritual renewal. And then finally, we'll be sending Reiki and your healing energy, whatever you would like to call that, to the global community for spiritual renewal on this kind of important time of the year and day of the year for all of us during this global pandemic. So that's what the meditation is going to look like. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about today's focus, because as I said, I've been guided to do this as a kind of series, and every day has a different focus. And if you look back over this series, I posted an outline for today, and I have a little visual that I made this morning. This is my art project. So if you look back over this series, as individuals and spiritual individuals in a body, we kind of, and this is also what Reiki works on, we're kind of comprised of the physical body, the mind, the emotional body, and then the spirit. Usually you'll see kind of body, mind, and spirit, that kind of trilogy. It's an interesting way to look at ourselves that is a little more holistic. But also Reiki works on emotional healing. So let me see. So during this treatment, we're going to be working on meditation, which is the mind, and there's other parts of the series that specifically work on inner calming, watching the thoughts, slowing down the thoughts, and kind of getting out of the fight or flight response. Then we're going to be working on the self-treatment, which works on the physical body and bringing healing into the physical body so you can be present with the here and now, not in the past, not in the future, but the present time, so we can deal with what's happening right now. And then all of last week, I don't know how much you can see this, but I focused on the emotional body, looking personally at different news clips and things and seeing how the nature of this virus is that when people become very sick and they transition, they are physically alone. And we are also asked to be physically alone currently with the stay-at-home kind of orders for our protection from this virus. But looking at the pictures, like for example in New York, I was saying, or Ecuador, you just feel a lot of grief and loss for those who are physically alone and then can't have the kind of rites of passage that normally we'd have when we were transitioning, and just brought up a lot of grief and loss. So this whole past week, if you want to go back and look over Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that was the 6th, 8th, and 10th, you'll see some, especially that I was guided to target for emotional healing. But today is Sunday, and as a lot of faith traditions and kind of nature traditions, it is a time of renewal for the spirit. And how people usually celebrate this time of year and this holiday is they may go into a church, they may go outside in nature, but we're asked to stay at home now to save lives. And so this is a big rupture of our kind of spiritual practices as well, besides our livelihoods and our jobs and families and school and all that kind of thing. So, how can we have the spiritual practice while we're staying at home? Fortunately, there are a lot of things online if you have access to the internet, which I've been seeing in the Bay Area. And then I saw a concert this morning from Italy. Music is also very uplifting. Or some people have some drive-through kind of services. But anyway, if you are watching this now, it really is good timing because we can do it online while you're staying at home and not engaging in the usual kind of traditions. But instead, you're going to go inward and look for this spiritual renewal and use it for yourself inward and with your own kind of guidance instead of perhaps how you traditionally would do it. And normally, by the way, these Reiki circles and meditations are for people that do Reiki, that work with a teacher like myself, have attunements, have classes. But like I said, I was guided to open this up to a lot of different, besides Reiki, and then also energy healers and different faiths for assistance at this time. So back to the little triangle, which usually just says body, mind, and spirit, but I added emotional body as well. During the COVID-19 global pandemic, these things are really taxed. Our body is taxed, our mind is taxed, our emotions are seemingly taxed and, kind of at a brink. So what kind of things can we rely on at this time? Spiritual energy is a kind of unlimited source of energy for your body, for your mind, for your emotions. And as I'm saying this, I'm guided to say this, that, our spiritual energy is unlimited, whereas, and infinite, whereas the body, I just got very emotional, excuse me. Our body, mind, emotions are limited to our own physicality. So I just got overwhelmed with emotion about being in touch with that kind of infinite source. That is a really good reminder. I was just reminded of it to help you during this hour. Okay, so that's just a little bit about the spiritual renewal, the unlimited source that we can tap into to help with our body, minds, and spirits that are very taxed at this time. Okay, so that's enough of the talking. We're going to begin the meditation healing. So in your nice, seated, comfortable position, you're going to bring your hands at your heart center. Let me just adjust this a little bit. And so from above you, the infinite source of spiritual energy, you're going to now call in any kind of guides that you have, Reiki guides, Reiki Masters. I practice the traditional Reiki, or any kind of healing spiritual assistance that you personally have that are present with you always. So you're going to bring that energy into the body, to the heart center, to your hands, meeting at your hands, the rest of your body. And then bring that healing, sacred Reiki energy, protected energy, into the area around your body now. And during the meditation, I will pause so that you, the person who is watching, can do this for yourself As you have a practice and you practice regularly, you'll notice subtle changes that are coming into your body, the different subtle healing energies and spiritual energies. So from above our head, you have the Reiki energy, healing energy come into your body, and the assistance of the guides. And now we're going to be doing grounding. So grounding looks like a kind of cord that extends down, and you can do this in your mind's eye, or if you have previous experience, which I'm sure a lot of you do. From the bottom of your tailbone, imagine a cord, a thick cord that goes from your physical body down to where you're seated, below to the earth's surface, and then further below that to a deep place in the sacred earth. So I'll let you do that now. Grounded, rooted, stable earth energy, sacred earth energy. And then find your unique place in the earth. Connecting that rooted energy, and then through your grounding cord, as it's called, you'll bring the energy from the sacred earth back through to the earth's surface, to where you're seated. The energy will come into the soles of your feet, right and left, to your knees, to your hips, and to just below your hands, meeting at the heart center. And notice what that feels like. So then you will mix the two energies, the spiritual energy, the sacred earth energy. And notice what it feels like to have these two energies in your body, and you're present in your body now. Anything that was happening previous to the meditation, or something that you have planned after the meditation, that's okay. Any worries, concerns you have, emotions, that's okay. Just go back to, every time gently, go back to the meditation. Okay, so now we're going to do the Reiki or healing energy for yourself, which is, I said, is very important, because you start with yourself always first. So then you're going to bring your hands in a kind of sandwich in your seated upright position, or however you are currently. And then imagine that healing energy to go flow from above your head into your body, between your hands. Now, healing Reiki energy, light energy, comes into your body for spiritual renewal. Now, and then bring your hands to the top of your head, and allow this spiritual energy to come in and flow now for spiritual renewal, the unlimited source of energy to come into your sacred body now. Healing Reiki energy, lavender, white healing, or gold healing, you can imagine, coming into your sacred body for spiritual renewal now. And then move your hands behind your neck and in front of your mouth, your communication center. And to imagine the healing Reiki energy to flow now in this area of your body. And then move your hands to the back of your neck and the front of your upper chest. And allow the Reiki healing energy, light energy, to flow into your body now in this area for spiritual renewal of the body. And then bring your hands to your heart center and allow the Reiki spiritual healing energy to flow in this area of your sacred body for renewal now. And notice what that feels like. And it's okay during this meditation if you're watching along with your eyes open, or you can always gently close your eyes and follow along with my guided Reiki meditation. And then bring your hands to just below your rib cage, right hand on the right side, left on the left. And the energy flows into your body to this part of your body now. Healing, rejuvenation, healing, renewal flows in this area now. And then move your hands further down to just above your navel. Again, right hand on the right side, left on the left. And allow the healing Reiki energy or light energy to flow into this part of your body now. Healing energy flows now. And then below your navel, bring your hands again, right hand on the right side, left on the left. And allow that energy that flows through you to go to this part of your sacred body now. Healing energy flows now. And notice what that feels like. And then bring your hands to the top of your thighs from where you're seated. Right hand on the right side, left on the left. And allow the healing energy to flow now into this part of your sacred body for renewal now. Bringing spiritual energy in now, infinite spiritual energy into your body, mind, emotional bodies now. So now you're going to bend forward and put your hands behind your back, midway up your back. Right hand is on the right adrenal, left is on the left. And allow the Reiki energy, your healing energy, to flow here now. Healing energy flows in this part of your sacred body now. And it's okay during the meditation to adjust so you're more comfortable. But then just go back to the healing meditation again. And then move your hands further down to your lower back, right hand on the right side, left on the left. And allow healing energy to flow in this part of your sacred body for renewal now. And notice what that feels like. Healing renewal energy flows now. And then bring your hands to the top of your thighs, right hand on the right side, left on the left again. The front of your body. And bring your palms to your knees, right hand on the right side, left on the left kneecap, right kneecap, left kneecap. And allow the sacred Reiki energy or healing energy to flow into this part of your body for renewal now. And again, you may notice different sensations in your body. Don't judge any sensations, just notice them, and then go gently back to the meditation. And then you will bend forward further than I am now, or depending on your own physical body. Reach down to your ankles or above your ankles and your feet, and allow the Reiki healing energy for renewal to go into this part of your body now. The infinite resource of spiritual energy flows through your head, into your body, and now at your ankles and feet. Healing energy flows now. And notice what that feels like. And then bring your hands back to the heart position. And notice what it feels like, again, to have this unlimited spiritual energy for healing to come into your body, around your body. And notice what it feels like now. Do you feel more balanced? Hopefully you feel more balanced and calm. But that can always change from day to day. Okay, so now we've done Reiki for the self, and now I'm going to send the people that are watching a hand. Okay, that hand always on playback or on the YouTube channel. Sit in your nice, comfortable position, perhaps with your eyes closed. And I will have the spiritual Reiki energy flow through my hands to you distantly for spiritual renewal now. Reiki healing energy from the infinite source flows through me to you now for spiritual renewal now. Spiritual renewal for this important time of the year. In whatever faith tradition you belong to. It's okay, just be open to receiving healing energy now. Healing energy that is beneficial for you and protected for your highest good from the infinite source now. whether you're watching live or on playback at a later time. It's okay. The infinite source of healing energy will flow to you now at this time as you're watching. Healing energy flows now. Healing energy flows to you as spiritual assistance. It's not a replacement of any kind of medical care or treatment, but just be open to receiving it as assistance for you at this time. One of the ways you can receive assistance at this time during the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, and then I'm going to bring my hands back to the heart position and disconnect from you right now. Go back to the Reiki or the healing energy and the grounded energy. So now for the next part of the meditation, this is where you will also, again, use that healing energy, direct it from your heart center through your hands. Do it distance Reiki, or imagine this group in front of you like a golden ball of energy, or the lavender Reiki energy, which is really just if you're tuned. And then we'll allow the healing. So for the next groups, I'm going to be adjusting the camera to the altar. And it will be for Reiki for those closest to you, for spiritual renewal specifically, for those with the COVID-19 virus and severe symptoms and perhaps transitioning, relations of those with the COVID-19 virus and severe symptoms, and then the global community. But don't worry, I will continue to guide this meditation for you. Okay, so I'm just going to adjust this again. And today, I'm going to adjust this again for any kind of masters or spiritual assistance that you have, and that is currently Hawaii Takata. Okay, so then in your seated position, bring your hands out in front of you. And then send healing Reiki energy, or your own healing spiritual energy that you're familiar with, to those closest to you during the COVID-19 global pandemic today, April 12th, 2020. So Reiki people, of course, use your distance healing. Otherwise, you're using your own healing that you are familiar with. And send healing energy for spiritual renewal now to those closest to you. And perhaps you're not physically close to those closest to you. So you can use this technique to allow healing energy to flow to those who are not present currently, for spiritual upliftment and healing now. Spiritual energy from the infinite source flows through you to this group that are closest to you now. Healing during this time of challenge. Sacred time of the year in many traditions. Healing for spiritual renewal flows now. And if you notice any sensations in your body, or any thoughts or emotions from before the meditation, after, or even right now, that's okay. Just go back to this healing energy to flow through you to this group of those closest to you now. Healing energy flows now. And then bring your hands back to your heart in the seated position. And check again for your grounding. We just connected with that part of the healing meditation. Take a couple nice deep breaths, and then bring your hands out in front of you. And then allow the Reiki or healing energy to flow to those with the COVID-19 virus and severe symptoms now. Using your Reiki distance healing, or imagining a ball between your hands of healing lavender or light golden energy to flow now to those with the COVID-19 virus and severe symptoms now. Healing energy from the infinite source flows to them, so they know they're not alone. They have their own spiritual assistance, which is available to all of us at any time. And also that they have some kind of knowing that others are sending them healing spiritual energy now. Again, this is not any kind of replacement for a medical treatment, but it's healing spiritual energy, which can assist them at this time now. Healing energy and spiritual renewal flows now. Healing spiritual energy flows to them with severe symptoms or transitioning now. Again, this is not a replacement for any kind of medical treatment, but it's a kind of spiritual assistance for them now. And then thank this group, your guides, the healing energy. Go back to disconnect. Go back to your seated position, your hands at your heart, your grounding in the sacred earth. Take a couple of nice deep breaths. And now we're going to send the Reiki healing energy to those relations of those with the COVID-19 virus, severe symptoms and transitioning now. Reiki practitioners, use your distance healing. Others use healing light to come through you, through your hands, imagining lavender energy or a golden ball of healing for those relations now, or those closest to now. Spiritual renewal flows in through the infinite source to this group of relations of those with the COVID-19 virus, severe symptoms, and transitioning now. Healing energy flows now for spiritual renewal today. And again, if you notice any sensations in your own body, emotions in your own body, just go back to the healing from the infinite source through your hands to this group of relations now. Healing flows now. Okay, and then you're going to disconnect from this group. Go back to your hands at your heart, your grounded position. A couple nice deep breaths again. And then bring your hands out for the final part of the meditation. We're sending Reiki healing energy, your spiritual energy from the infinite source, to the global community during the COVID-19 pandemic today. For the global community now. Again, using Reiki distance healing or the healing and spiritual assistance you're familiar with to come through your body, out your hands, into a lavender or golden bowl of healing energy for the world, the global community, during this global pandemic now, for spiritual renewal and assistance now. Again, this is not a replacement for medical treatment or care, but is a kind of tool for assistance, spiritual assistance and renewal now. This is healing spiritual energy from the infinite source through you. And we're doing this collectively for those live or on playback, for the global community during this pandemic now. Healing for spiritual renewal flows now. Spiritual healing for the global community where the body, mind, emotions may be taxed, but knowing that there's an infinite supply of spiritual energy for healing and upliftment and renewal now. Healing spiritual energy flows now. Healing for the global collective community now. Healing Reiki energy, spiritual energy from the infinite source flows now to the global community. For renewal, for hope now. Okay, and then disconnect from this energy. I'm going to adjust this again. So now we're back to our own spiritual energy and the grounded energy. I want to thank you for participating today on this sacred spiritual time, for Sacred Spiritual Renewal, April 12th, Sunday. And if you like this experience, please share it with those that you're closest to. And again, we have the body, mind, emotional body, which is finite, and the spiritual energy, which is infinite, which I hope that you got to touch in with for renewal today. And I will see you again starting Monday, which is tomorrow. Thank you so much.